How to fix Discord overlay disappearing in CS2. Welcome back to Tenabelta. Today, we're diving deep into a persistent and frustrating issue for many CS2 players: the disappearing Discord overlay. This problem, where the vital communication overlay vanishes shortly after launching Counter-Strike 2, disrupts team coordination and the overall gaming experience, leaving players without visual indicators of who's speaking. We'll meticulously explore a comprehensive array of technical solutions, from fundamental application settings to advanced system-level adjustments, to restore your overlay functionality and ensure seamless communication in the heat of battle. This guide aims to provide definitive fixes, ensuring your Discord overlay remains stable and visible throughout your CS2 sessions, allowing you to focus purely on gameplay. Image 1. PNG left, dark red tones. A frustrated gamer looks at a black screen where the Discord overlay should be, instead showing a stylized error box in a CS2-like font that reads "Overlay initialization failed. Error 0xDE01. Right bright green tones. The same gamer, now satisfied, is pictured with CS2 running perfectly, and the Discord overlay clearly visible, names highlighted. Enable Discord game overlay for CS2. Ensure Discord's game overlay is explicitly enabled for Counter-Strike 2 within your Discord user settings. Navigate to Game Activity, verify CS2 is detected, and toggle the overlay switch to the on position, which is crucial for Discord to even attempt rendering. If CS2 isn't listed, manually add it by clicking Add a Game and browsing to its executable. Image 2. PNG left, dark tones. A Discord settings screen shows the game overlay toggle grayed out, or in the off position for CS2. A small tooltip indicates overlay disabled for this game. Right, bright tones. The Discord settings screen clearly displays the game overlay toggle set to on for CS2, accompanied by a green checkmark. Run Discord as administrator. Running Discord with administrative privileges can resolve various permission-related conflicts that prevent the overlay from hooking into games like CS2. Right-click the Discord shortcut or executable, select Run as administrator, and consider setting this permanently via the Compatibility tab in its properties. This elevated access helps bypass potential system security blocks. Image 3. PNG left, red tones. A Windows User Account Control (UAC) prompt is shown refusing elevated access to Discord, with a message stating access denied, insufficient privileges. A frustrated character is visible. A Windows UAC prompt successfully grants administrator access to Discord. A satisfied character is shown, with Discord running. Toggle Discord overlay hotkey and position. Sometimes the overlay simply becomes stuck or hidden due to a display glitch or incorrect hotkey state. Try pressing your designated Discord overlay hotkey, default is Shift+ multiple times to force a refresh, and experiment with different overlay positions in Discord settings. Ensuring the hotkey is unique and not conflicting with in-game binds is also vital for consistent activation. Image 4. PNG left, dark tones. CS2 gameplay is depicted with no overlay visible. A frustrated character repeatedly presses the hotkey, while a subtle in-game notification reads, "Overlay not found." Right, bright tones. CS2 gameplay shows the Discord overlay clearly visible. The character confidently presses the hotkey, confirming the overlay's functionality with a brief flicker. Disable and re-enable hardware acceleration in Discord. Hardware acceleration in Discord can sometimes introduce rendering issues, especially with specific GPU drivers or system configurations. Navigate to User Settings Voice and Video Hardware Acceleration and toggle it off. Then restart Discord to observe if the overlay reappears in CS2. If disabling it resolves the issue, try re-enabling it after a system restart to see if a fresh state resolves the underlying conflict. Image 5. PNG left, red tones. Discord's settings panel for hardware acceleration is shown as on, but with a prominent red warning icon. A stylized Windows error dialog reads rendering error, overlay module conflict 0x887A0006. Right, green tones. Discord's settings panel for hardware acceleration is set to off, with no warnings, indicating a successful configuration. Clear Discord cache. Corrupted cache files within Discord can lead to unexpected behavior, including overlay malfunctions. Close Discord completely, then navigate to %appdata%back/Discord and delete the cache and code cache folders. Restarting Discord afterwards will rebuild these caches from scratch, often resolving underlying data corruption. Image 6, PNG left, dark tones. A Windows File Explorer window displays a cache folder with a red X icon, signifying corruption. A frustrated character is shown attempting to delete it. The File Explorer window shows the cache folder successfully deleted and recreated, with a green checkmark indicating successful operation. A satisfied character is present. Add allowthirdpartysoftware to CS2 Launch Options. This specific launch command, often necessary for third-party integrations, explicitly signals CS2 to permit external software like Discord to interact with its rendering pipeline. In Steam, right-click CS2, go to Properties General, and paste allowthirdpartysoftware into the Launch Options field. This is a critical step, derived directly from community findings. Image 7, PNG left, red tones. The Steam library page for CS2 shows an empty or incorrectly configured Launch Options field. A stylized Steam error pop-up states overlay hook failed, third-party restriction detected. Right, green tones. The Steam library page for CS2 displays the Launch Options field correctly configured with allowthirdpartysoftware. With the game launching, verify integrity of CS2 game files. Corrupted or missing game files can lead to unpredictable behavior, including issues with overlay integration points. In Steam, right-click CS2, select Properties Installed Files, then click Verify Integrity of Game Files. This process will scan your game installation and automatically re-download any damaged or missing components. Image 8, PNG left, dark tones. Steam's Verify Integrity progress bar is shown stuck or reporting errors, accompanied by a message like one file failed to validate and will be required. A frustrated character is visible. Steam's Verify Integrity process has completed successfully, with a message stating all files successfully validated. A happy character is shown. Update graphics drivers. Outdated or corrupted graphics drivers are a common culprit for overlay rendering problems, as the overlay relies heavily on the GPU's capabilities. Download and perform a clean installation of the latest drivers directly from your GPU manufacturer's website, NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, using Display Driver Uninstaller. For a complete removal before installing new drivers is often recommended for maximum stability. Image 9, PNG left, red tones. A device manager window displays an outdated graphics driver with a prominent yellow exclamation mark. A Windows error dialog says graphics driver error, overlay rendering halted. Right, green tones. Device Manager shows the latest graphics driver installed correctly, with the driver version clearly visible. Disable other overlays, Steam, Xbox Game Bar, GeForce Experience. Multiple overlays competing for control over the game's rendering pipeline can cause conflicts, leading to Discord's overlay disappearing. Systematically disable other overlay programs such as Steam's in-game overlay, the Xbox Game Bar, and NVIDIA GeForce Experience Share, or AMD Radeon Relive. Test CS2 after disabling each to identify any conflicting software. Image 10, PNG left, dark tones. Multiple overlay icons are visible in a game, clashing or flickering With a small in-game prompt reading, multiple overlays detected, performance impact. A frustrated character is shown. Only the Discord overlay is visible and functioning perfectly, with all other overlay icons disabled or absent. A satisfied character is pictured. Update Windows operating system. Ensure your Windows operating system is fully up to date, as critical updates often include performance improvements, security patches, and DirectX/API enhancements that can impact game and overlay stability. Go to Settings Windows Update and check for any pending updates. A system restart after updates is generally required. Image 11, PNG left, red tones. A Windows Update screen shows your device is missing important security and quality updates, with a red progress bar stuck. The Windows Update screen displays you're up to date, with a satisfied character and the system running smoothly. Adjust Discord's game overlay settings, advanced. Dive deeper into Discord's game overlay settings for finer control. Experiment with options like display avatars or display names, and even the overlay position or opacity to rule out specific rendering bugs related to these elements. Sometimes, a simpler overlay configuration can bypass rendering issues caused by complex elements. Image 12, PNG left, dark tones. Discord's game overlay settings are shown with various options enabled, but the preview displays a blank or corrupted overlay, possibly with a subtle UI error like preview unavailable. Discord's game overlay settings are configured for a simpler layout, and the preview clearly shows a functioning overlay. Firewall and antivirus exceptions. Aggressive firewall or antivirus software can sometimes mistake overlay injections as malicious activity, blocking Discord from interacting with CS2. Add both Discord and CS2 executable files to your antivirus and Windows Defender Firewall's exception lists. Temporarily disabling your security software with caution can help diagnose if this is the root cause. Image 13, PNG left, red tones. A Windows Defender Firewall notification is shown blocking Discord with a pop-up stating Discord EXE blocked, network access denied. A frustrated character is visible. Windows Defender Firewall settings are shown with Discord, and CS2 successfully added to the allowed apps list. Disable Fullscreen optimizations for CS2. Fullscreen optimizations in Windows are designed to improve performance, but can sometimes interfere with overlays. Locate the CS2 EXE file, usually in steamapp/common/Counter-Strike Global Offensive/games/bin/win64. Right-click it, go to Properties Compatibility, and check Disable Fullscreen optimizations. This can force a true exclusive fullscreen mode that might be more compatible. Image 14, PNG left, dark tones. CS2 properties in Windows are shown with Disable Fullscreen optimizations unchecked. The game screen displays a flickering or unresponsive overlay. CS2 properties are shown with Disable Fullscreen optimizations checked. The game is running smoothly with a clear overlay. Check for conflicting background applications. Certain background applications, especially other monitoring tools or software that injects into games e.g., MSI Afterburner, Riva Tuner Statistics Server, OBS, Razor Synapse, can conflict with Discord's overlay. Use Task Manager to identify and temporarily close non-essential background processes before launching CS2 to see if the overlay reappears. Image 15, PNG left, red tones. A Windows Task Manager window displays multiple resource-intensive background applications, some with high GPU usage, potentially causing conflicts. A small warning in the corner of the game reads, Resource Conflict, Overlay Not Rendered. Right, green tones. Task Manager shows only essential processes running, with the game and overlay functioning smoothly. Reinstall Discord, clean installation. As a last resort for Discord-specific issues, a complete reinstallation can often resolve deep-seated problems. Uninstall Discord, ensuring you also delete any leftover files in %appdata%bic/discord and %localappdata%bic/discord directories. Then download and install a fresh copy from the official website. This ensures no corrupted configuration files persist. Image 16, PNG left, dark tones. A Discord uninstall wizard is shown with a failed to uninstall error. A Windows pop-up states removal incomplete, residual files detected. Right, green tones. A Discord installation wizard completes successfully. Adjust Discord's window mode compatibility. Though less common, modifying Discord's compatibility settings can sometimes resolve issues where the overlay struggles to integrate. Right-click the Discord executable, go to Properties Compatibility, and try different compatibility modes such as Windows 8 or Windows 7. This might alleviate specific rendering or permission conflicts. Image 17, PNG left, red tones. Discord properties in Windows are shown with a problematic or default compatibility mode selected, and the overlay is still missing. A Windows error dialog reads Application Compatibility Issue, Overlay Not Initialized. Right, green tones. Discord properties are shown with a suitable compatibility mode selected, and Discord runs successfully with the overlay. Update CS2 itself. While typically automatic, ensure your CS2 installation is fully updated to the latest version. Game patches often include fixes for compatibility with third-party applications and performance improvements that can directly impact overlay functionality. Manually check for updates in Steam or ensure automatic updates are enabled. Image 18, PNG left, dark tones. A Steam download queue shows a CS2 update pending or failing to download. An in-game screenshot of CS2 displays a message like Outdated Client, Overlay Features Disabled. Right, green tones. The Steam download queue shows CS2 fully updated, with the game running with the overlay. Reset network settings advanced. Sometimes network profile corruption or Winsock issues can indirectly affect how applications communicate, even for overlay rendering that relies on network presence. Open command prompt as administrator and execute netch Winsock reset and netch int IP reset. A system reboot is required after these commands to fully apply the changes. Image 19, PNG left, red tones. A command prompt window shows Winsock reset failed, access denied, or a similar error. A frustrated character is looking at a network error icon. The command prompt window displays Winsock reset successfully messages. Disable Windows Game Mode. While designed to optimize gaming performance, Windows Game Mode sometimes interferes with how third-party overlays inject into games. Navigate to Settings, Gaming Game Mode, and toggle the feature off. Test if this resolves the overlay disappearance, as it's known to be problematic for some users. Image 20, PNG left, dark tones. Windows Game Mode settings are shown with Game Mode enabled, but the game is still experiencing overlay issues. A small text overlay in the game reads Game Mode Interference. Right, green tones. Windows Game Mode settings are shown with Game Mode disabled. The game runs smoothly with the Discord overlay. With these in-depth technical steps, you now possess a comprehensive toolkit to diagnose and resolve the perplexing issue of the Discord overlay disappearing in CS2. We've covered everything from basic application settings to system-level diagnostics, empowering you to reclaim seamless communication and a fully integrated gaming experience. Persistence and methodical troubleshooting are key, so systematically work through these solutions until your overlay functions flawlessly. Don't forget to follow Tenabalta for more expert technical guides and solutions to your most challenging tech problems.